Samsung or if a Google phone or something different, just understand the interface might be a little different, but all the same features should be there. So no one else is going over the mobile app, so I really enjoy doing this because I just found a lot of agents don't know what it's capable of, okay? If you have your phone and you've already installed or downloaded the app, the correct app is called FlexMLS Pro. So do you guys see the icon right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so FlexMLS, when you go to your app store, it's gonna say both FlexMLS and FlexMLS Pro. Make sure you choose Pro. That's the newest one, okay? And it will not ask you for a credit card. I've had this happen. They will ask me for, no, you selected something else. The Flex app is not, yeah, you need to bail out right away. It's not gonna ask you for a credit card. All it's gonna ask you for is your login, which is your first two initials and usually 3 numbers. It's your Flex login, okay? So raise your hand, how many of you already have FlexMLS Pro on your phones? Not yet? Did you bring your phone? You can do it right now.
Yeah, I'll do it.
He's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. When I hear people, oh, I've got to change that setting.
Someone's cruising.
Yeah, that was my wife on a cruise, and you can see her expression. She's looking out saying, how do I get Brett closer to the railings?
How do I toss him over?
Nobody would even know. Nobody can hear the splash. How do I get him closer? But anyway, I'm going to click, touch on the button that says FlexMLS Pro. And you go back to the beginning. Okay, so I already have this open. Back even more. There we go. That's the beginning. Okay, so when I hear agents complaining about the mobile app, when I dig into a little bit, I usually find out that the problem is they're comparing it to a consumer app like HomeSnap or Zillow's app or Realtor.com's app or somebody else's app. Do not make that mistake. Those consumer companies have a lot of money, that's all they're doing is this app. But just so you know, the Flex people are the last MLS providers in the country with an app for agents. Everybody else has thrown in the towel, they've given up. Because it's not easy.
Right.
You know, they build an MLS system, now I gotta build an app for it. So, even in December of last year, the mighty Market Links, and they've got more market share than anybody else, just dumped their mobile app and they put all their agents on HomeSnap. They gave up, okay? I think we're lucky because I love what it can do, but you have to understand, use it for what it does well. It's supposed to help you when you are what? Mobile. Exactly. It doesn't replace your computer. I hear sometimes agents complaining, well, it doesn't. What do you mean? You do that on your computer. This is to help you when you're out and about. Okay, so we're going to look at some of the things that it does really well. But one thing it can do that no other, of course, no other company now even has one, HomeSnap and all those third parties, they only have one-way data transfer from the MLS to the app. This has two-way data transfer. So what else can it do? From the app back to the MLS, and I'm going to show you that is a huge advantage to you, okay? So first things first, those of you that have this on your phone already, have you just clicked on the new search? Have you tried that? What do you see when you do that? Do you see a map?
You know, it says allow FlexMLS to track your location.
Oh yeah, see, yes, you definitely want to do that.
No.
Hey, because he's got to know where you are.
Which one? That was
Or just new search.
it? Oh, you searched it.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I found most agents have gone that far. They clicked on that, and it'll show where you're standing, it'll show houses nearby. Look, that's a great way if you're in front of a house to just see what it's listed for. But I want to show you some things that most agents aren't aware of. So, I'm with my clients, and we just got through looking at 5 houses. And we're in the last one, and they say the words that you don't ever wanna hear. Is there anything else? Oh, no. How many of you guys have ever had that happen to you? Yeah. Is there anything else? We still have time. Okay, so don't panic. Just say, hey, check it out. Pull out your phone, tap on your Flex MLS Pro, and let's take a quick look, okay? Now, I'm not gonna use new search. I wanna show you a trick that a lot of agents aren't aware of. And I'm gonna use up top where it's almost grayed out. This says quick launch. You guys see it up here? Okay, so watch what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna use my phone's microphone. So when you hear the little ding, shh, don't say anything until you hear me ding it off, okay? All right, quick launch at the top. Goodyear, 4-bedroom, 300K to 400K, pool. Bam.
Kinda.
You know, I should have asked before all my other stuff, but because I had it on before, I'm not sure why it's thinking rentals. Here's what we're gonna do. This is a do-over button, right? Okay, I gotta erase what was in the last class. Okay, so once again, Goodyear, 4-bedroom, 300K to 400K, pool. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out why it's doing that. It's never done that before. It's supposed to show me available quick searches. So I must have clicked somewhere else. Yeah.
I prompted you to look down the pull down screen of which one I wanted.
Oh, it gives you your searches, your 3.
Well, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, and that's what it's always done. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I might have clicked to make it do something else. So let me go into another thing. That's a clue. I wonder why it shouldn't be saying recent searches. I probably have to clear it all out. I'm not sure why it's doing that. One more try, and then I'll just see. Goodyear, 4-bedroom, 300K to 400K, pool. Okay. That is really interesting. Yeah, wow, that is really amazing. I have never seen that before, wouldn't you know? Well, anytime you do live,
Before you hit start new search.
I tried that.
Oh, okay.
I might have to go here and try it, but then I can't use the microphone. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip that and find out, clear out.
Was it supposed to pull up, just like it was?
Yeah, I'm supposed to pull up all my quick searches, which one I wanna use, and I'm gonna use Brett's Awesome Search. That's what it's supposed to, it had nothing to do with rentals. Somehow it got in there.
So I pulled up like all of the features to search.
That's exactly what. Yeah. Like I said, obviously I clicked somewhere,
Which is awesome.
and I'm not sure where, I wonder what that
I
is.
used to just put the address.
Name this search now. Okay, so it was supposed to come up with just that. I'm gonna move on so you can see. Just know that you can do that. You guys can talk into your phone. Okay, so this is good enough for now, because I do want to show you this view. So what are those green dots?
Active.
Real active or fake?
Fake.
Okay. Now, because it's showing all 17,000, let me show you another another button. Do you see this button right here that looks like a stick inside a puddle? You click on that, that's your drawing tool, and now I can narrow it down, I just want that area, and you don't have to even connect it. So now I only have 221 results, and that's what I want to show, okay? So, the green ones may be active, but they could be what? Under contract. So the way I fix that is, you see where it says filter in the top right? I click on the filter button, the very first option is status. So I touch that and I uncheck CCBS and UCB and click done, and then go back to the results. It took about 50, 60 of them away, now that you're active.
Sweet.
So what is the orange dot?
Under contract.
No, not pending.
Open houses.
Open house.
Open houses, real or fake?
Real. Oh,
Real or fake?
I guess fake.
Both.
He didn't get it.
Yeah.
Did you say both? Right
He
on.
said fake.
By deduction? Yeah. Okay, both. Okay, so what's a fake open house?
Open door.
Open
Offer
door,
pad.
offer pad. Okay, do you realize that that's one of the worst things that's happening in our market? iBuyers are gaming our system because their houses can you can get into them from every single day from 8 to 8. They figured out, we'll call it an open house. Is it really?
No.
Is that the definition of an open house?
No.
No, it's not. It's horribly dishonest and deceptive, but our MLS is allowing it. I wish I could talk to the committee, but I'd probably get too frustrated.
It's called, it's open for you to go in and take whatever you want from the bank.
I honestly don't know how that model works. I'm with you. To me, it's crazy. It's got squatters in there, kids having parties, all kinds of things going on. But nevertheless, it's not a real open house. Is there an agent there to greet you? To tell you about the house? Okay, now this is just my opinion, guys. There's no agent there. And there's no refreshments. So, it could be a fake one. A real one would say, open this Saturday from, 12 to 3. So let's pick one. I'm gonna pick on this little dot right here, just by touching it. Okay, 161st Drive, Goodyear. Then you touch the house. Open 8 to 8, what is that?
That's open door.
Fake, fake, fake. Now, the reason why I'm also, oops, I can look at it, I'm gonna brush it down. I also don't like that, what the iBuyers are doing. Open house is one of the activity flags on your automatic email subscriptions.
Right, so it comes every day.
So it comes up every time, over and over and over. That's how they're gaming the system. Now, I've had agents tell me, my clients are sick and tired of seeing this house every time. How do I make it go away? You can't. Because open house is a
New
activity
refresh.
flag.
Yeah.
So our MLS needs to crack down on the iBuyers and stop them from abusing our system, but good luck with that. Okay, at least you know what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna touch this other one. See how you can see the price? And my client says, we're looking at this house, going through it. Now, when was this house built? What was the school district? What was the square footage? I'm gonna say, hey, before we go any further, you got your phone? I'm gonna click down here where it says what?
There.
Right on, share. Click the share button, and then on an iPhone, if it's nobody in your contact list, these are grayed out, so you're just gonna choose where it says more, and it'll take you to your email or AirDrop, or text message. So I'm gonna text this. So who's got a phone number?
602
602
427
427
7089.
089. Okay, hold your phone up when it comes.
Yeah.
Ready to look at Angel's phone? Okay, so if you want to look at my screen, it looks like this. Okay, so there's the email I just sent to Angel, and see the little link?
Yeah.
Tap that, and I think they've actually done in my opinion, an excellent job. Look at that. It's really nice and clean, okay? So text it to your clients so they don't keep asking all these detailed questions, plus they get to remember it. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it's really cool, okay? So, let's go back. Flex Pro. Okay, tell me, how do I text? Because I get this question all the time. I've been emailing my client for a long time. My client has just asked, can you just text the houses to me? And they just complain, well, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. You just pull out your what?
Yeah.
You just have to use your phone. Now, if you use the trick, if they're in contacts, and you tag all of the properties they want to see as recommended, you go right to the recommended card and they're all there. Super easy. Otherwise, you have to look them up one house at a time. And to text multiple listings, you want to click the checkbox. You see it? Okay, the upper right. So now I got that one. And now I'm going to do this one down here. So how many have I checked? 2 so far, right? So when I close out of it by clicking the X, under collections, it now says 2. Did you notice that subtle change? So click on the collections, and the very top one is how many have I selected, and there they will be, and it's gonna default, well, it should, almost always defaults to the map. So here's the trick. I had an agent in the class a few months ago who said, you cannot text more than one in your mobile app. Well, yeah, you can, I'll show you. No, I've already tried, you can't. He was adamant that you can't. The problem is he didn't know the trick. So the trick is, there are 3 views. The circle is the map view, the square in the middle is the single house view, and the 2 things are like a shorter list view. All you have to do is be anywhere but the map. So click on the square in the middle, and down here says what?
Carol.
Share all, there it is. Now, why isn't the share all on the map? I don't know. But now you just know banana peel to avoid. So if you wanna text more than one house, you tag them at the top right, go down to the collections button, click on the ones that you selected, and when you see them come up, make sure you're on what view? Anything but
map.
the map, and then you click share all, and you'll be able to send them both that way. Okay. Anyway, what happened to that guy?
Got there.
So, when he saw it, he was just like,
Wow, that's awesome.
no way! Because it was always defaulting to his map, and he couldn't see the share all button, so sometimes you
You
just
wanna
have
buy a
to.
house at that rate?
Did he text you a house?
3 of them.
Oh, right on, brother.
25% referral.
Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, so now we found some houses, and we got more time, but we want our buyer to buy, right? So we click on this house on Linden Street, and we need to find out, can we go see it? Where do I click, everybody? Showing info, you see it right here? Click on
Shocking.
showing info at the bottom. And guess what? There's all the information. So this one says, do I need permission?
Yeah.
Yeah. And right there I got what? Oh my gosh, it's connected to showing time. I've actually done this out in the field, where I had another client that I wanted to look at 4 houses. I was on house number 6 with the first client. Looked at all 4 houses, set them about a half hour apart, in showing time, and it took me 5 minutes. My clients were finished. All right, that was really good. Hey, you guys talk about it, let me know. You know, if there's any of these houses I'll make an offer on. Which they didn't for another week. Took another week of looking, but nevertheless, I got in my car and I made it to the first house for the second buyer within 5 minutes before they got there. I know, it's like so close. But they were all scheduled, and we looked at 4 more with another client who did buy. one of those 4 houses. Thank goodness for my phone. What would I have done without it? Or if I didn't know how to use it? I'd go back, if I'd have gone all the way back to my office, it'd take me 40 minutes. And then try to set them up? No. This is awesome. Plus you've got where's the lockbox, all the information is right
Does that
there.
have gate codes on
Oh,
that
yeah.
showing info?
If it was entered in there. Now I gotta figure out how to get there. Driving directions, right on. So you click on driving directions, it's gonna use your phone's map. And don't worry about it saying unknown location. It does have the right address. It's just 2 software packages don't talk perfectly to each other. Don't worry about it, it is the right address. Okay, and if you hit go, Siri will just take you right there and tell your client,
It's into.
follow me.
Yeah.
And this is important because I don't have people in my car hardly ever anymore. It's always their car and my car, and we're just gonna follow each other. But if I give them the address, they can also plug it into their phone in case we get lost. But I love how easy this is. Just click driving directions, okay? All right, well, that's kind of fun. Here's another problem. Okay, I'm at the Diamondbacks game. Not last night because it really sucked. They had a game 1 and they gave it away. And I didn't. But nevertheless, I'm at a good Diamondbacks game. And the person next to me, been chatting all game, says, yeah, my wife just got a new job, so we're gonna be buying a new house. Oh, really? Are you looking on Zillow? Yeah. You know how inaccurate Zillow is? No. Let me tell you. And then let me add this. How would you like, remember from Flex 1? How would you like your own account? Which is another word for? Portal. Okay. How many of you guys knew you could set something up the portal on your phone? It's so easy, okay? So, look at the screen. I'm gonna go to down here where it says contacts, okay? And then you see the plus sign at the top. You click that plus sign, and their email address, first name, last name, you don't need their phone. You can ask for it, but I'm very careful about asking people for their phone. It's like almost like a step too far. But every account uses an email and name, so that's okay. And then, once that information is in there, you create the contact, and then you wanna go back and look them up. So remember to go back, and anywhere you see in green, that's somebody who hasn't signed up for a portal. Or I have a lot of people that used to have a portal, then when the software changed, they have to re-sign up and they haven't because they're old contacts. You just click where it says send invite, and you can rewrite the paragraphs. It always remembers the last thing you wrote. So mine matches my portal preferences. It's the exact same paragraph. And right there from my phone, I just invited them to a portal account. Bam, done. Okay, so you don't have to have your computer. As long as you got your phone, you can invite somebody to sign up for a portal account.
You got the info.
And their info is already gonna be in your contacts. Oh, wait a minute. That's an example of two-way communication from the app back to MLS. Can you do that on HomeSnap? No. You have to babysit HomeSnap as a separate software, okay? All right. I am I'm getting a referral from an agent in California, and they said, thank you for the referral form, but you forgot your broker's license number. I'm sorry, my office is real picky. Now, some of you, I'm sure you have your broker's license number memorized, don't you? Like, you know what it is, right? Who has their broker license memorized? Let alone your own. Okay, so you go to the More button, and then under your name, just tap your name, go to the bottom, your license number, your broker's office license number is right there. So you always have that. You always have your license number, and you always have your broker's license number with you.
I was gonna say, also, you can get into Monsoon, Tactics.
Exactly.
I saw that, that's cool.
That's way cool. Do you
Yeah.
have that on HomeSnap? Yeah, of course not. Right on, brother, so you saw that. You
Yeah,
can actually
I
do
clicked
the
on it.
tax record, yeah.
Tax info.
So tax info is always there, okay? You see where it says messages? Anytime you've got your phone, this is activity. These are all the people who have logged on recently. And then after you've read it all, you can click where it says read all and say mark all as read, yes. And then they go away, okay? And remember these top two, and that's back in collections. I'm gonna show you how to delete those. So you click on that, and you see at the upper right where it says clear? That's how you clear for the next time, okay? So we're gonna go back to this more button for the final and most awesome feature that I think of all, okay? I'm on the beach in Rocky Point. I don't have a computer. I didn't even bring it. I should have, but I didn't feel safe in the hotel.
So it could get stolen, right?
Yeah. So, I do have phone service. And I heard that that's true, you can get phone service down there.
Mhm.
So, I'm in Rocky Point, I get a phone call, it's my seller. Hey, guess what? We've done some thinking, and you are right, we really need to lower the price. But it's Friday afternoon, we want you to do it right now so that people will come this weekend and see our house. So, would you please change the price immediately? Thank you. And you're sitting there going, all I have is my phone, and there's no one I can call, no one's at the office, I don't have an admin, they're on vacation. Are you screwed, or are you okay?
Yeah, we're okay now.
Because you got what?
Because we took this
You got the
class.
best mobile app in the world. So I'm gonna click under the more button where it says what?
My listings.
Exactly, folks. You click on my listings, and what you wanna look for is pending or active. You know you can't change one that's already closed, right? So I've got one in pending right now. And you look at the top right, it says edit. That's all you have to do. Now, because it's in pending and not active, can I change the price? No, so that's why it's missing. If it was an active listing, you would see price change. Everybody with me? So right there from your beach chair in Rocky Point, you change the price, hit done, you text your client, say what? It's done. Are you kidding me? I think it's so cool. What? Are you checking it out?
Yeah.
Okay, now, here's another situation.
Amazing.
I'm at my client's listing, and it's been a couple days since it's been on the market, and they said, hey, remember that back bedroom, the hole in the wall and everything? We finally got it fixed, it's all been repainted, but now we need a picture of that bedroom up on the, because we couldn't take a picture because it was such a big mess and a hole in the wall. I mean, something like this can happen, right? So how long before you can do that? What do you tell your client?
Do it right now.
Watch this. Okay? Always, never. Always, what?
Never.
Never take a vertical picture, guys. Nothing's more annoying to a consumer. I don't care if it's just a small bedroom. Open the door, what would I see? Take a horizontal picture, okay? Click, take a picture. Then you come over here to where it says what? Media, photos. This is amazing. What does that say? Add the photo. And you tell your client what? Done, right. And you can, there's a way, I think, you can reorder it.
Change the primary one, something like
I think there's a way you can do that too. It's pretty amazing. Now, obviously, I don't wanna mess with mine, but you get the idea. So the whole point of it all is